Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to cover some Solana ecosystem projects for you and some coins that are worth looking into for the upcoming bull run. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a quick like to get the YouTube algorithm flowing. Alright guys, let's jump into it. Alright, so I'm going to cover, I think like 4 different coins here that I've been looking at for the Solana ecosystem. With Solana pumping recently, there's a lot of hype over coins that are in the Solana ecosystem and which ones that you might want to be looking out for the upcoming bull run. Now, granted, a lot of these have, pretty much all of these have pumped recently with Solana, which is a good sign that they'll do good in the upcoming bull run, but you may want to wait for a correction on these before you dive into them. But these are definitely ones to put on your watch list and keep an eye out for. So I want to do a short video on these 4 coins, and then maybe I'll do a more in-depth video on each one later on. But I wanted to get these 4 out there so people can have them on their watch list for the upcoming bull run. So, you know, if we get a good correction coming up, you know, in a few weeks or few months or whenever, we should get a good correction on these coins that have pumped a lot, and you know, sometime before the halving or maybe even shortly after, possibly. Just depends on what happens with the markets. Of course, we don't have a crystal ball, but keep an eye on these and keep a watch on them, and if you get a good entry on them, they might be worth having in your portfolio. All right, so I'm just going to go from market cap, largest market cap to smallest market cap on these, just to make it simple. No other real particular order on these as far as which one's better than the other. I'm just going to go from largest market cap to smallest. So first one I got here is Rollbit coin. This is like a gambling platform, and this one's pumped. You know, if we go to the 180 day here, it was all the way down to like 5 cents back here in May, and then it jumped up here to 20 cents, and then it came back down to around 10 cents, and then it jumped up to almost 25 cents, and right now it's at 20 cents again. So I think, you know, probably in this 10 to 15 cent range would probably be a good buy zone for this one. Just kind of hard to say what it could do, but it's already at almost a 700 million market cap. But with the kind of revenue that this company's pulling in, they're definitely profitable and they're doing excellent. So this one's probably going to do really well in the upcoming bull run, especially with all the revenue they take in. Like, I don't know, I think it's like over $1 million a day or something ridiculous in their revenue. So if we go to their website here, I can't really participate in this because of where I'm located at, and I'm using a VPN. So, but they got all kinds of gambling on here for this website, and I don't gamble, so I'm not a gambler, but a lot of people are, and these are big projects. A lot of people jump into gambling, especially when they're kind of bored in crypto. Some people like to go into gambling and try to gamble money on there rather than to put it into crypto. So right now it's doing fantastic in this bear cycle, so it'll probably do even better in the upcoming bull run. Next one I wanted to cover with you guys is Raydium, Ray, and this one here, it's like a DeFi project, and I can take you to the website here, but first I'll cover the price action on it. It was down in this 16 cent range, then it jumped up to around 19 cents, and then boom, the Solana event happened and jumped up to over 35 cents, almost to 40 cents, and then it's come back down to around 26 cents here. So, you know, I expect a little bit of a further correction hopefully on this one, but with it jumping all the way up to this 40 cent range, you know, it's already had a fairly decent correction on this one, and this one's only 66 million market cap, so definitely maybe one to take a look at, investing in, because DeFi projects tend to do really well. We'll go to the website here, and they've got all kinds of staking pools and farming pools on here, different APRs on them, and I'm not too familiar with these to tell you which ones are good to invest in or which ones are not safe, but they do have regular staking at like 6.6%. That's probably, you know, just like a fixed staking APR that they offer on here, and you can probably, you know, withdraw this at any time. So if you're looking at maybe staking your Raydium, you could take a look at doing that on here as an option for you, but this might be one that you want to take a look at for the upcoming bull run. The next one that I've got on here, this one is a gaming play, Star Atlas. This one is actually, the game actually looks pretty good. I haven't actually played it, but I've watched some videos on it. I'm going to play a video on it from their website here quick. And this one's got a pretty low market cap at only 38 million. Now granted, you kind of do have to take the circulating supply into consideration on all of these. You know, like this one has, Raydium's got a little bit under 50% of its supply in circulation, and I'm not sure, you know, how many coins will be in circulation in the bull run. So that is something that you're going to want to look into to see the token release schedule, because that could dilute the value some. But you know, circulating supply on this one again is probably around 40%. It's only got a little over 14 billion coins out of 36 billion on this one. So Star Atlas, let's take a look at the website here. This kind of was strange. I didn't understand, you know, how they have this set up. You kind of have to scroll your mouse wheel to kind of zoom through this. I was not impressed with this per se. I wish they would change the way they have their website set up here, because it's not real user-friendly to navigate through and see what's going on with the different parts of the game. But if you click on this little play button here, now,
station reported a distress signal last night. They think it came from your dad's ship.
The signal, it came from past the outer ring. How is that even possible?
His ship has been reported missing for 20 years now. Pretty sure he's not coming back.
We go there. We might not come back.
What is this place?
This is going to change everything. They found out we had the map. They're gonna kill us for it.
If that's the case, there's only one thing we can do.
so that looks pretty cool. These guys are actually at the Solana event covering their game and what they're doing to expand it and grow during this bear market period, and add more users to their platform. I believe they raised some funds, if I remember correctly, but I'll probably cover this in a separate video eventually and just do a dedicated video to Star Atlas. But if you're looking for a gaming project, this definitely is one to look at. Now, if we go to the price on this one, again at 2.7 tenths of a penny, I'd probably wait for a correction for it to get down here, probably around the 0.2 of a penny mark or so. But with it shooting up to almost 3.5 tenths of a penny, you know, it's had a little bit of a correction already. But if it gets down to around this 0.2 of a penny mark, definitely would be worth adding some to your portfolio at that time, if it's something that you're looking at investing into. I'm not telling you to invest in any of these. That's up to you and your decision for your portfolio. But you likely won't see it get down here in this 1.5 tenths of a penny price range again, because typically once they start pumping this much, you'll typically never see them get back down that low again. So if you were one of the lucky people to pick it up in the last few months and get it down in this price range, congratulations to you. You know, it was back up. If you go to the whole history here, in January this year, it was up to like 0.4 of a penny, and then it came down on this dip zone here. This would have been a perfect time to pick some of this up, and now it's starting to take off again. So we'll have to see what happens with this one. This one's definitely on my radar to add as a gaming play if I get the right entry on it. But even at its current price, it's only 38 million market cap, very low market cap for a gaming project that has the kind of quality that this one does. So I could see a lot of gains coming out of this one for sure in the upcoming bull run. But if we could get it for, 40 or 50% of this current price, that would be fantastic. I just don't see it getting much lower than about 30% lower than where it's at. So maybe somewhere around that $25 to $30 million market cap is about the lowest we'll see this one, but we'll have to keep an eye on it to see for sure. The next one I wanted to cover is Marinade Finance. I had some people ask me about this one in my Telegram and also on my videos before. We can go to their website here and take a look at this one in just a second, but this one's only at 33 million market cap also, but it has pumped quite a bit. I'll go to the 90-day to see if I can zoom in a little bit better in this one. Yeah. So, it was way down here at 5 cents for quite a while, the last couple months, and then it shot up to like 17 and a half, almost 17, 18 cents here, and then it dipped down to like 13 cents. So it's starting to come down a little bit, but if this one gets down around the 5 to 10 cent range again, I don't think it's ever going to get down this 5 cent range again, but if it gets down in the 10 cent range, definitely be worth probably picking some of this up, but it's still at a great price for the low market cap. But keep in mind, this one only has about it's like 20% of its supply out there circulating, so I'm not sure what the token schedule is on this one either, so that's something definitely to keep in mind. But Marinade Finance is a pretty popular one. I know a lot of people talking about this. You can stake for almost 9% on here, and it says it's available in Solflare, Phantom, Coinbase, and Kraken. So definitely one to keep on your watch list with this one. And I don't use a lot of these staking pools, but I do stake my Solana. So if you're holding some Marinade and you can stake it on here, that's always a good option in my opinion. To stake your coins during this accumulation phase, as long as you're not really locking them up for a certain period of time. If it's where you can withdraw it within a few days, that would be okay. But definitely during the bull run, you don't want to lock up your coins for sure, because anything can happen in the bull run. You want to be a liquid and be able to spend or sell your coins if you need to and move them around. So keep that in mind also when you're coming into the bull run, that you want to start pulling your coins out of staking pools and getting them out of those, so you're ready to take profits on them in the upcoming bull run. So during times like this, I typically stake them, but I don't lock most of them up. If I'm going to lock anything up, it's going to be a small portion of it and keep the rest of it liquid, where I can unstake it within a few days or instantly, depending on the platform, to get those funds available if I need it. But these are the 4 that I wanted to cover for this video, guys. Solana is going to be massive in this upcoming bull run, and I'm hoping that they get adopted by Visa. There's a good chance that they will, if they're able to, pull this off with the Fire Dancer. If it's able to do up to 1 million transactions per second or more for one core on one tile, then just think of what they can do for total transactions per second for their services. So they're going to be an absolute monster, and they're going to provide that basically zero cost transactions and high speed that they're going to need for all of these different payment systems and gaming platforms. They'll be able to launch like huge games on the Solana platform with the transactions per second and not have to worry about it bogging it down or causing any issues on the network. So keep that in mind. Solana is doing what it takes and have like the fastest network out there, period. And I don't think, unless there's some other platform that starts doing something similar to what they're doing, I don't think there's anything out there that's going to be able to touch Solana as far as speed. So once they get that Fire Dancer in place, I think Solana is going to absolutely explode in the upcoming bull run. But these ones that are launched on Solana and they're on the Solana ecosystems are the one to watch out for, because if Solana takes off, these are likely to take off, and they could do even more multipliers than Solana, being that they're smaller market caps. But just kind of remember that they're high risk, so you don't want to have a lot of them in your portfolio. You want to have them a smaller percentage of your portfolio and go with your larger cap coins that are safer for the main portion of your portfolio. So make sure you stay safe as far as that, and stay diversified too. Don't go all in on something, like I've always said. So be careful about that. But I'd really appreciate it if you give this video a quick like to help with the YouTube algorithm. When you give it a like, it really helps get it out to more viewers. So I appreciate that. Those of you who like my videos, I really appreciate that. That's awesome, you guys, and helps my channel grow. So thank you very much. And that's pretty much what I wanted to cover on this video, guys. We'll see you on the next one.